we send off the weekend with a great game of football, everybody. The stage is set. It is Sunday night primetime here on EA Sports. Coming up, let's close out another great week of football with a Sunday night primetime matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
It has been a great day of football to begin this season, and now it's time for our main events. We're off here on Sunday night primetime. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now here's Cam Scatterboo on the ground. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss. First play of the game. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D-tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocked down that runner.
Pitch play. It's Scatterboo. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Brought down by Deron Bland.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Cowboys bringing out an extra defensive back on 3rd. Here goes Dart to the air. Ooh, and almost an opening drive pick, but he couldn't hang on. He dropped it, so the potential turnover winds up on the ground. Does, though, bring up 4th down. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping him off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting him even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here. They'll go. Here's Dart. It's on target to Johnson. And they say no problems on 4th and 8. They get all they needed and then some. 1st down. Well, we all know teams are embracing this more and more, Brock, but boy, from your own side, on a play like that, you had better convert.
If your offense doesn't cash that check, it's your defense who's got to pay the bill. But they get it done, and kudos to them.
Scatterboo now from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now Dart. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
That's good tight coverage right there defensively, but even a better throw on the play. Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet. I say to you all the time, Kate, completions, completions, completions.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Dart's looking to throw. Finding Johnson once more. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Back to throw. Here's Dart. And the rusher's going to win this rep. They get to it. Quinnen Williams. And he is quickly on the board with his 1st of the season. A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. After the sack, Dart. And this one's misplayed and falls to the ground. Incomplete, and now it's 3rd down.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Kobe Durant has it. And the Cowboys are going to have it after his second interception of the season. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Opening play, and Dak's going to throw. He finds Pickens left side. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And this defense is firing to begin the season, huh? Great play to get him behind the line.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Dak to the air here. He's in trouble, not going to get away. They drop him at the 29. 1 quarter gone so far here on Sunday Night Prime Time. A couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Second quarter almost set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. And on 4th down, they're about ready to punt. He lost the football. Oh, and this will be a turnover. It's recovered by the kicking team.
I'm pretty sure his special teams coach is going to have a talk with him after that one. He can get as creative as he wants and do whatever he wants. Just don't lose yardage or the ball. You start doing either, then there's a problem.
And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it can be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from the blitz. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Well, tip of the cap to this defense. They needed just a little, and they got less, Brock. Not a 4th down I think that they expected they'd be facing.
No, and what it does, too, is it just creates some doubt. You know, for that play caller, you want to pound the football, move the chains. You've already probably got your 1st down call made. Nope, not so fast.
Going forward, it's Williams. And he won't fight through. Needed 1 yard forward. Send him 1 yard backwards. That's going to be a turnover on down.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And their reward is getting off the field.
And he can't hang on. The catch was there for him, Brock, but his hands took that one off. So the incompletion means it's 2nd down.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Going play action with Dart. Forced out to his right. This one also in and out of the hands. Incomplete. This time, though, a hit assisting in the breakup of that would-be catch. That means it's 3rd down.
A The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Darts back to throw. Got a man, and Neighbors has it. He's brought down after a big play, giving him about 19 yards. And that will make it first down Giants.
We just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
And he's in the negative to begin the new season, Brock. First carry of the year winds up losing yards. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something, an injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Back to the line they come, second down. Here's start now. And with good awareness, he slides down just ahead of that first down marker.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. Good rip on first down. That brings up second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Dart setting in the throw here. The coverage is too good there. The deep shot falls incomplete. It's going to be third down.
What a cool shot right there, Kate. Both players priding themselves on their ability to go win the contested catch. Neither could quite win it outright that time. That's a battle I'd sign up to see again.
Throwing now on third and 2. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to have it after his second interception of the season. All right, first and 10, going heavy to the right side here, 3 tight ends. Here's Prescott. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion.
Brings up second and 9 at the 16-yard line.
Working on second down. Dadley. Pocket collapsing, and he's going to pay the price. Brian Burns. And that sets up an extremely difficult third now at 17.
This is where, Kate, a good quarterback, and this guy's a good player, this is where you've got to have poise because that's now the second time already here in the opening half of week 1 you've been sacked, and you can't switch and let the defense...
And there it is. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb with his first of hopefully many more to come this season. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Sent right down the middle and good. And he's going to start the year 1 for 1 as they take a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Austin. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
Austin on the return. The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Only 10 seconds remaining here, so first and 10 may be our last snap of the half. To throw, here's Dart. Connection made with his running back. This is Cam Scatteroo. And a big chunk picked up on that play. Over 20, and he gets him the first. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. One final shot before the half. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
Second half starts with a run by Williams. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he's going to manage a low yard on that drive up the gut. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up. Well, you've taught me, Brock, sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing comes. They just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
To the left and reeled in by Ferguson. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
And the Cowboy first down.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tyler Newbin with the tackle. One picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard.
Another run for Williams. And giving him the first down. Winds up with about 6 on that play before he was stopped. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice gain.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust,
yeah.
right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
This tackle is after a gain of about 13. That is good for a Cowboy first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone. Just continuing to grind him down, Brock. That is exactly what you want to do with a lead like this in the second half. You want long, sustained drives.
Because it really serves 2 purposes, right, Kate? Number 1, it helps you build, hopefully, some points on that board. But just as importantly, you're playing keep away, and that other side's not getting to touch the rock.
Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
They take the hands off. Now Prescott. And that's incomplete, so the defense forces 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So the field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this. They do snap it. Here's Prescott. That is caught. He's got Lamb. That has them the first. They get 6 on 4th down.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's the Cowboys who have it with the lead, but the win not secure just yet. 7 to go. Soldier up the call. On second down, it's Williams again. He's going to be hauled down a few yards short of that first down marker, and also just beyond that, the goal line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3. Running for the marker with Williams. He stopped just before he can move those chains. That brings up 4th and short. Well, he managed a little, Brock, but not enough. That run does not get the first down against a nice defensive effort there.
It sure was. And I think as much as anything, Kate, it was just tied together.
Yeah.
That front and that second level playing off one another and stopping that run before it could get started.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on down.
Oh, there was so much good on that play. Right play call, good route, great throw, Kate. Just needed to make the catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert in every time.
Scatterby gets in here to begin the drive. He hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. Second down coming up. And I think they can finally loosen their collars just a little bit, Brock. Got a nice little cushion now off their own goal line.
That necktie is knotted pretty tight when you're down there smelling your own goal line. So it gives them a little room, exactly what they needed.
And that's going to fall incomplete. They wanted to get it right back to him after that run, but no luck on that throw.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
Throwing on 3rd. Here's Dart. He's got his man. This is Austin. He's going to be forced out there. Play gains about 7. It's going to be a New York first down.
We call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Screen here for Scatterby. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Brock gets second down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
The catch is made by the rookie from Notre Dame. Stop finally made after they give up 16 on the play. And that gives New York the first.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
First and 10 at the 44.
Now Dart. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, it's Tracy. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
This is going to be a big game, Brock. He's tackled after about 21 yards. And that's going to set up a Giants first down.
That's another Giants first down.
Setting up to pass. This finds Austin complete. And he's going to be hit almost immediately.
Oftentimes, we see teams move on from their starting running back after one contract, but not here. One team has agreed to a new deal to keep one of the best backs in the game right where he is.
Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Familiar sight and a familiar Sunday night Week 1 matchup as the Giants are back home to open a new era under Coach John Harbaugh against their division rivals, the Dallas Cowboys. Tirico, Greg Olson with you. John Harbaugh starting his Giants tenure against the rival Cowboys. Great Sunday night kickoff here for Week 1. And he gets this back out to the 30-yard line. Reasonable field position. That's where the offense will get this one going.
Their own 30-yard line.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterboo. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this ball.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Dart gonna throw here on second down. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 24 yards. First down, Giants.
And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the give, Scatterboo. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Kenny Clark in on the stop. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the Cowboys' 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's second and 5. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Rolling right. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
They do a really nice job defensively in there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
Third and short. Here's Dart. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. They hook up again. Second time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing is Dart. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Dart gonna throw it again. Out to his right. A throw there on second down, gonna be incomplete.
Third and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come third down.
Throwing again, Dart. A pressure there, got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball's incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll go, and here's Dart. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they
this game, the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on fourth down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 9. It's another run here for Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. He was a 1,000-yard rusher a year ago and looking good to start this season as well.
And the Cowboy first down.
On first down, right back to Williams. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Deontay Banks comes up to make the play.
Brought down by Deontay Banks. 1 yard gain.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. Dak fake to Williams. Now he'll throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. This one just too far for the receiver. Out front of him. That one falls incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And that'll set up 4th down.
So they're trying to get the ball out of the hand of the quarterback. That's the best way to slow down any good pass rush. But the accuracy and the run after catch is a critical part of the play. So when this ball is not thrown out in front, what they call the front shoulder pad throw, it makes it really hard for this slant route to get completed. The ball's thrown so far behind him. Oftentimes, these critical downs come down to who executes the best. And in this case, Mike, the defense executed when it mattered the most. Big 4th down stop, and now they're going to get the ball back.
He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Dart gonna fake it to Scadaboo and look to throw. That one caught the rookie, Malachi Fields. And he's gonna be taken down right at the 25-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down. So 1 quarter in the books on our first Sunday night telecast of the year. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Giants football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Throwing, Dart. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
On play action, it is Dart. Flush to his right. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
To the air once more is Dart. Pressure all around him, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
That one is good. And the Giants will take a 3-0 lead.
So you're thinking after they took the loss on third down, you say, all right, they've made what should have been an easy attempt, a little bit more difficult, but he's able to step up there, cool, calm, collected, knocks it through. Really well done.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The drive begins with a run by Williams. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
35-yard line.
Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And no room to be found. We'll get this back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Third and 5. They put Pickens in motion. On third down, Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, they snap it to Dak. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And he's got the first down. Well done there as they pick up a 4th and 5.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
That one good for 26 yards. 2 minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. Greg and I back with more on this opening week. After this drive started to take some nice shape. Another 1st and 10 here. They put Pickens in motion. Again, Prescott to the air. On the run to the right. He'll tuck it and take off. Perhaps he waited a little too long before committing to that run. He's going to wind up gaining only a yard. This will be 2nd and 9.
At the Giants' 31-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Oh, that one intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Newton. So they're going to have it here. Get it at their own 37-yard line.
Prescott's pass intercepted. The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. That's complete. Calvin Austin.
Dart's pass completes to Calvin Austin. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
and 2. Out of the shotgun. It's Dart. That is caught downfield. It's Johnson, the tight end. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Right back to Johnson. He's got it again.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback in their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains. So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Those are the back-breaking plays defensively that you just can't allow. You have the quarterback dead to rights. You're about to get off the field, and instead, you let him turn into a runner. Big play, and he picks up the first down.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their second. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Looking to throw. It's Dart. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal. 2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. Scatterboo will take this in for a Giants touchdown. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He's got it, and the Giants are out to a 10-0 lead.
Giants 10. Cowboys nothing.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Avante Turpin on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Dak to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
A first down throw for Prescott. Open man. It is Ryan Flanor. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 39-yard line.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. The left side, caught by Lamb. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Dallas.
On first and 10, Prescott. That's complete, left side to Pickens. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
George Pickens. A gain of 12. And the Cowboy
Throw again, Dak. That one taken in by Flanor. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. This drive rolling now, another first and 10.
First down, Cowboys.
To the air again, Prescott. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. And the Cowboys are looking at a first and goal. He takes it all the way down to the 2.
First and goal.
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Prescott again, exiting the pocket right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Abdul Carter taking him down for the first sack of this new campaign.
Second down and
All the way back at the 14 now. Second down and goal. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
Third and goal for Prescott. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it'll be fourth and goal coming up.
a 31-yard attempt.
That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
They'll start this on the ground with Scatterboot. He had the touchdown run on the last drive. This time, nice pickup of 7 to start the drive.
Made at the 21-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
From the 21, here's second down and 3. Dart gonna fake it to Scatterboot and look to throw. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. So after that safety, it is a free kick, and it comes from the 20. To return, it is Turpin. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Prescott. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Frank Newsom. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the give, it's Scatterboot. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Pick up a 14 on that ball. That's good for a Giant 1st down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead. And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
On 2nd down, a run with Scatterboot. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Pass pulled in by Tracy. A gain of 17 to the 17-yard line.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made.
We'll try and set up the tight end screen. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. See what they have for 2nd and 10.
At the Cowboys' 17-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On play action, it is Dart. That's to the right side and incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Forced out wide. Now he's just going to pitch this one forward.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often. And it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page. And that could prove to be a big one, because if he misses, it's still a one-possession game. Instead, he steps up, he nails it, and their chances of winning just took a big jump.
Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
On third down, Prescott flush to his right, escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll be forced out of bounds. Great run after the catch in the open field, a pickup of 24. Here's 1st and 10. Again, Prescott to the air. Lets it go downfield for Ferguson. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. This one is complete. It's Pickens. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
1st down, Dallas.
First down, Prescott. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Jake Ferguson was the intended target. It's 2nd down. Prescott now. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, like sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd down. Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find a throwing lane. And it sets up 4th down.
The Cowboys field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
That's going to be blocked.
Yeah, it just felt like that one was out of rhythm from the start, Mike. So what you're looking for is the kicker, the holder, and the long snapper to be able to all work in unison. And it just seemed that half-second delay getting into the motion gave the defense all it needed to get through and block that kick.
On the play fake, here's Dart. Left side and is caught by Fields. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Second.
Up the middle with Scatterby. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A very satisfying performance to get the new year started. Looking at a 1-0 start as they pick up the 1st down.
At the 43-yard line.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly...
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Bobby Okereke working his way in to register his 1st sack of the new season. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. On the draw, here's Scatterboo. A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line. And how about that? Third and a mile. And they convert and pick up a first down. Once again, it's Scatterboo. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They'll go again with Scatterboo. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's a handoff to Scatterboo. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. Here we go. One final play. Over the middle.